What's happening, everybody? What's going on, Daryl? What are you doing this afternoon? Good afternoon to you too. Big Face Trucker in the house. What's up, Big Face? If you want to come join in, go right ahead. There's the link. I think I posted it. There you go. You want to join in for a few minutes? That's what we're going to do. What's up, Dwayne D? We are going to start. Well, we do already have the YouTube channel. Listen2Like talk show. That's what we're going to name it. That's what it is. The link is in the description below. And we'll be talking about all kinds of things and have guests on and move it away from the Truckers Education Network part so we can talk about whatever we want to talk about. And, you know, say what we want to say, right? It'll be a different channel. You know, and of course, you might get a piece of my mind. What's up, James G? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's going okay. How's the family? You still doing the same gig? Fishing for life. What's going on? Stuart, what's happening, buddy? You know, I get, you know, people want me to comment on, you know, you guys and everything else that's going on. And it's like this, man. You guys doing your own thing. If it works for you, it works for you, right? I mean, that's what it is. We're all growing individuals. So there's no sense of keep back and forth. It is what it is. Let's see. Let me catch up here. Desert Okie Pam, what's going on? Oh, you got a new gig? Well, hopefully it's going well. Stuart, in chat driving but listening. All right, Nomadic Brit. There you go. Get the tanker there, buddy. We're waiting on that Petro, right? You know, because if everybody hasn't realized, we are in a recession. Of course, they could reclassify it. They could. They like to reclassify things. And that's another thing. See, when you go to the other talk show, which I'm going to start up, and I already have it on Rumble. It's already on there. But I do have a YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe to it, subscribe. We'll be doing some live videos and things like that. And I'll probably do some pre-recorded stuff. But we'll talk more about other things that is going on, just besides trucking. And, you know, if there's a heated debate, there's a heated debate. You know what I mean? What else is happening? And of course, you know, we're going to throw some disclaimers up there. What's up, Shannon Thomas Trucking? What's happening? Charles, what's going on, buddy? Good afternoon. We have a lot of our trailers are gone now. Spoken for. We might have one. We might. So, if you're interested, apply. The one individual that said they were going to take that trailer still hasn't applied. So if you don't apply, you don't get the trailer. But we are. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying retirement. That's awesome. So the other two trailers we have, those will be gone next week. We're just waiting for those individuals to tie up some loose ends and things like that. And I don't know, you know, I know we might have a guy looking for a driver. I don't know. We'll see. Normatic Brit, you know, he should come live, but of course he can't. He's driving. So anyway, that's the new show. If you're in the stock market, you know, watch your investments. I day trade, so did pretty well this morning. Usually I'm done by 10:30. You know, I'll look at 9:30, decide what I'm going to do. Sometimes run 11 because right around 10:15 and 10:30 is usually when the stocks tank. If you look at the charts, study them. Always do your homework, right? And so get it out, and I only trade the stuff that I know about and would use, right? So a few of them, you know, I do Samsara, I do Nordic Tank Lines, Ford Motor Company, and a few others, right? A few others. So, in and out of a stock, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 minutes, doesn't matter. Always have an out. Don't always try to hit the home run, because if you try to hit the home run all the time, you're going to lose. And always buy the stuff that you want to hold on to or have, because that way if it goes down after you buy it, it doesn't bother you, because you know you use it, or you want to have it. So I use Samsara, so I buy Samsara, and so forth and so forth. So if you use a lot of paper towels from Procter & Gamble somewhere, maybe you want to buy Procter & Gamble. You know. Give you a call sometime for a full update. I will. I sure will. And you know what? When I get back across that part of the state, I need to come over and visit you. I buy for dividends. Well, that's true too, Stuart. Like Nordic Tank Lines, it's only $2.40. Might be $2.49 today. I sold it at $2.49, but they do offer a dividend, right? So if you buy several thousand shares, you know, you get a decent dividend. But, you know, always buy it just before the dividend date, you know what I mean? So you get the dividend. And it depends on long term, you know, when you're talking about stocks, because if you watch them, a lot of them will go up and down, and you know, they might be back down where you bought it 2 years from now. So when I get to a certain profit level, I take it, and then when it goes back down to a certain level, I just rebuy it. I'm planning some downtime next month. All right. Maybe I'll ride the motorcycle over there. What's up, Trucker for Life? How's it going? Let's see. Cool Trucking up in the house, too. What's he doing? We need to discuss what I just listened on Sage's video. Unbelievable. I don't listen that much, so I guess I can go listen to the channel. I'll do that today. Cool Trucking. I'll listen to it, and then subscribe to Listen2Like talk show YouTube channel. I might even do it on Rumble. I'm streaming this one to that channel right now. But on that channel, we can get to doing some serious talking, right? And say what we want to say. Because that'll be my personal channel, and not what I do talk about trucking and business and things like that. Good afternoon, Trucker 21. I mean, unless people don't want to hear, you know, then I won't do the channel. But, you know, there's no holds barred, right? I'll just tell it like it is. And if you don't like it, then you unsubscribe from the channel. Simple. Well, yes, you know, T.E.N, very knowledgeable, super knowledgeable guy. Rob is top notch, right? Just like the Dean. Very smart individual. Top notch guy. So we'll have, you know, a lot of guys like that on the channel. and Shannon will probably come on there. She's a smart gal in her own world of business. She's getting it done as, and, eventually, maybe she'll come over here. Maybe. Sandman's going to come on here. What's up, Sandman? What are you eating? I haven't ate all day. And you've probably ate all day. Reporting record profits, says Stuart. Well, Stuart, what cracks me up is you'll have people say, "Oh no, brokers only make 7%. They only make 10%." Because look, you can go look at their on the stock market, right? You go look at CH's profit and everything, but you got to look at how they're getting that. They make way more than that if you know how to read. So you go through all their financials and read and see all their write-offs, writing off all the buildings and everything else that go along with it. Which means they're making a whole lot more than that percentage. What's up, Sam, man? He can't hear me, I guess. He's muted. Here, I clicked on mute. Unmute yourself. There you go. Hello.
Is it working?
It's working.
Is it working now?
It's working now. We can hear you.
It's working?
Verizon, go ahead.
Yeah, so CDN and I got on Sage's channel last night trying to defend the dean and the whole broker percentage position, talking about fuel surcharge.
Okay, I didn't hear it. So
it,
what were you talking about that fuel surcharge?
Well, Sage come out basically using your video that Dean was talking about fuel surcharge, and Cool Trucking was on, and then I came in the last hour, right? Because it was about 2 hours,
right,
from the other night. And so he was using your video, probably under fair use, and kind of going after Rob about the whole percentages that brokers made and calling it BS, and whether it is or isn't, we don't know, because we can't see into people's books, man. All we can do is make some assumptions and encourage people to try and get as much as they can out of every load, make some more phone calls, and if you're really not getting anywhere, then you kind of get a better read on doing things rather than just working off of the 15-day average, which is just an average, right? Look, we all know that there was sometimes loads go for 500 or 1,000 more, or 500 or 1,000 less, right?
I have some family members that own some manufacturing facilities down by Detroit, so I can easily call them up and ask them, "Hey, what are you paying these flatbed guys?" Right? He'll give me the number, and I can look at the national average or whatever, right? And you can figure it out. Or, when I was camping, I met the guy that owns a place right down here by me, which I need to go talk to him, because he said, he'd give me some freight. So if I see their number, what they're paying, and say, yeah, I can probably beat that, then, you can see what it's posting for. And it's, and come on, let's look at it. Let's be real. You're making more than 10%. Yes. Is there sometimes you might make only 10% or 7% on a load? Yes, sometimes. But you cannot sustain a business on 10% unless you have a volume.
Correct.
Right? So if you look at mega carriers, they say, "Oh, we only make a couple pennies a mile." Well,
yeah,
that's a lot of money. There's a big
one that's famous for that, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of money when you're hauling around, 30 million miles a year, 40 million miles, right?
Yep.
So, or even more than that. So that few pennies, that adds up when it's high volume. But if you're a single broker, right? If I'm a single broker, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to try to make as much money as possible because it's a business, right? I'm not going to say, you call me up, right? You call me up, and if I got that load and it's 2,000 miles and I'm getting $8,000 for it, and you call me up saying, man, I say, okay, how much do you want for that 2,000 miles? There's no tarp. You just got to, straps or chains, whatever you want to use, no tarp. It goes 2,000 miles. It goes from, just pick a state to state.
Yeah.
And let's
whatever.
Say the national average is $250 a mile. Right? That's
Okay.
the national average. So that's $5,000, right? But I got 8 into it. So you're going to ask me for what?
So I'm going to ask you for what I need for my company, but what
right? But
most
let's
people do.
Let's just look at this as a negotiation, right? So if I got this posted on the board, and the national average is 250, I put $5,000 on there, right? $5,000 for the 2,000 miles, even though I'm getting 8. You call me up. What are you going to ask for?
I'm probably going to ask for 65.
Okay.
And you're going to say, well, that's way too high.
Right. That's way too high. And then I'll say, well, I could do $6,000.
Right. And I'm going to say, okay, let me do, how about 6,250?
And I'll say, well, I don't have that much into it, but, I really got to move it. So I'll let you have it for 6,250. You're doing me a favor.
Right.
All right. So then I capitalize at $1,750 on $8,000.
Right.
Which is what, over 20%, about 22% or so, right?
Right.
But I know if I have a low of 10% that I want to make, I can go all the way up to $7,200. Could I not?
You could. And so, depending on the freight, like, dry van typically has some fixed appointment times. Flatbed tends to be more open pick, open drop. Right.
My headset.
But let's say
my headset is. Hold on. My headset's freaking out on me. Technical difficulties. Let me see if that fixed it. Go ahead and talk.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Not yet.
Not yet. You got to switch over to the other.
I still have nothing.
You still got nothing. He's got something going on with his Bluetooth. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Not getting you. All right. Anyway, yeah, I'm not hearing you. I'll have to figure something else out. My other headset's out in the truck or in the tractor. So if you want to take over and talk for a minute, I'll go get the headset.
Yeah. So, flatbed or dry van. Dry van tends to work more on fixed appointments. And that broker might have that load may need to pick up at in an hour. And I'm 45 minutes away and empty. I can probably get 72, 78 for it. If you don't ask, you don't get the opportunities to get the best loads. It's the spot market. At certain times, but you won't get those opportunities if you don't ask and press the envelope, right? What you don't want to do is sit. You don't want to dig. You're never going to get every load that way, so you don't want to sit to get that load, because that won't pan out over time. But to the dean's position where we're trying to get fuel surcharge included in our rate, looking at line haul. Look, that's why I for a long time I was like, well, the 15-day average. Well, the more and more I learn, the more and more I realize I just need to know my lanes and go after the rates that I know that those lanes will bear, right? Regardless of what that 15-day average says. It could be higher, it could be lower. But if I operate my truck at a profit on every load, I'm going to be in good shape. And but you don't know what a profit is if you don't know your numbers. And I don't care what brokers make. I could give a rat's butt less what a broker makes on a load. I need to run my business, not his, and he doesn't need to run my business. He can run his own business. But this is a business. We're in this as a business. We're not in this to collect a paycheck. I need to be able to replace this truck when it's done, right? At some point, it's going to have 1 million miles on it, and I'm going to need to replace it, right? Or at least put tens of, 20s of thousands of dollars into it. And you need to have the profit throughout the course of time that you've been running it to be able to do those repairs or do that replacement. You know, and if you ask for what you need and you have your numbers and you can project into the future what your needs are going to be, then you can, we'll all be better off if we all do that. Did you get your headset working?
Yes, I can hear you now. Awesome.
All right.
So what did I miss?
Well, so I was just talking about how, like, with a drive-in, there can be fixed appointments, and you might be able to get that on that 2,000-mile run. If that load's got to go in an hour from now and you're 45 minutes away and empty, you might have been able to even get 7,800 for that load. But if you don't ask, you'll never know.
Right. Correct.
And we all need to know our numbers and know what our projected income needs are moving into the future. I kind of ended my whole spiel with talking about at some point this truck that I'm driving now is going to have 1 million miles on it and either going to need a new engine or to be replaced. And I should be able to make the money throughout the course of the life of the truck to replace the truck.
Right.
That's called profit and reserves.
Right. It's
right.
When people
because
come
I'm running
a...
because I'm running my company as a business, not to collect a paycheck.
That's right. Exactly. You're a true owner-operator. Runs it as a business, not just for a paycheck.
Right.
Because you got to make money.
There's too many guys out here. There's too many guys out here running for a paycheck.
Right, running for a paycheck, and the middleman, a.k.a. the broker, is cleaning up the house. Right? They're making a ton of money.
Right.
And they wouldn't be in the business if they weren't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Cool trucking. What's going on, bud?
What's going on?
Man, I'll tell you what, I am fired up. Listen to that safety video earlier.
He's fired up.
Man, oh man, he had me hopping mad.
Are you mad?
Yeah, you're really staticky, Jet.
Oh, am I? Yeah.
At least on my end.
I unplugged something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got all kinds of stuff going on wrong, I guess. Still staticky?
No, that's better.
Is it? All right.
Yeah.
So,
It's like you got a loose wire or something. Is what it sounds like.
yeah. That I had to move some stuff around, so I got some feedback or something. But anyway, there you are, cool trucking. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Yeah. I don't know if it's my end or your end.
well, a lot of
It wasn't.
a lot of people in business,
Go ahead.
if they feel like they have to defend something, then maybe what people saying are correct.
Hey, Jeff, I can't hear much. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We're almost to the truck stop where we're going to park. So I'll come back in then. All
All
right.
right. Let me check this out and see. Well, we lost both those guys. Yeah, we got some feedback. So we're going to end this because somewhere down the line, we have feedback. Let me turn off some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check into the mic and all this garbage because we got a lot of different cords we're running around, and we probably have the feedback. I think it's gone now. Yeah, it's coming back.
What's going on, Jeff?
Well, I'm having a lot of static, and I don't know why, so I might have to figure it out.
Yeah, you did have a little bit of static, but I'm still hearing it now, but it got way worse when Cool Trucking came in.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Let me mess around with this and see what we can do. But you know, when yeah, I'm not gonna get into a war on this channel. On the other channel, I'll talk about it.
Right.
I need to go to my backup mic because this one is having some static problems, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like it. It's you having IT issues, not the dean.
Yeah, no, the dean had IT issues the other night. I don't have that. What I have is some other problem here going on. Maybe if I turn that down, is that better?
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Yeah,
That's much better.
Let me mess with the
That pretty much fixed it.
On this mic.
Yeah, well, it comes back a little bit. Is that a wired mic?
Yeah, it's a wired
Yeah,
mic.
it might be the cord.
Right. Yeah,
or
I
the
think
plug.
the cord's going bad or the plug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, like it's not making complete connection.
Yeah, but it got so heated with me and CDN defending Rob and the position over asking for more money and what brokers make. I could care less what a broker makes. He's running his own business.
Right.
He should make whatever he can make. That's his business. That's not my business. He shouldn't run my business, and I shouldn't run his business. I could care less. As long as I can get what I need, that's all I need to worry about, right? But it got so heated that Sage hung up on us.
Well,
you know,
why did he get all mad?
Well, because he wants to argue that brokers, he just wants to stay on that there's no such thing as fuel surcharge in the spot market, and we all know that to be true. There's a few brokers that on in their bean counters, right? Their accountants want that stuff in there for whatever reasons they have. Maybe some of their freight's contract, or a good portion of it. But it's not really a real thing in the spot market. Most everything that moves in the spot market is an all-in rate. And even if it's not, we're quoting an all-in rate that should include what we need for fuel surcharge. Did I lose you? I might have lost you. Jeff. Oh, he took a call. So he took a call. So, and there's just there's 100 ways to skin the cat. There's a lot of different ways to look at it. But when we quote a lane, we should be including our fuel cost in that. We should know our numbers, what our fuel is, what we need for line haul, and what we need for fuel. Look, rates aren't. I don't know. Dry van rates aren't great, but if you're running the right lanes or running your truck to make to make a profit, and you know your costs, I said it tonight. You can where you